Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. I know it has been a minute, and finally our baby is here. As you can see, we are 2 weeks old. So thank you so much for the love and support you have shown to us. Thank you for writing me messages to know how I am, how baby is. I'm really grateful and I'm overwhelmed. Thank you so much, guys. I don't know what I can say, but just to say thank you, and may God bless you so much for the love, for your support and everything. Yeah, I know 2 weeks. I've disappeared for 2 weeks. I've not been posting, and I've been trying to recover because, as I've told you guys, the baby is 2 weeks old. We came back home. We were trying to relax, trying to adjust with the baby and everything, but the delivery went so well. I know on my previous video I just left you hanging. It was on 20th actually. The day I took that video, it was actually on 20th, which was on Saturday, 20th of January, because I had gone for my pregnancy checkup, and then I was told since I didn't have any contraction, I had to come the following day, which was on a Sunday at 8:30. I had the appointment. They had told me if I still wouldn't have the contraction, they were forced to induce me because I was over the due date. I think I had told you that. Yeah, because baby was supposed to come on 10th of January. But guess what, guys? This baby here decided to come on 21st of January is when he was born. And yeah, so I think I should just tell you just a little bit of a story of how it went, and I'll be putting some clips while I was in the hospital as I tell you the story. I hope baby will allow me. Will you allow me? Will you allow me? My water broke on Saturday, which was on 20th. On Saturday night, it was actually midnight is when my water broke. I told Mateo, and immediately I took shower and we headed to the hospital because I freaked out, and also Mateo. So we decided to go to the hospital, and we were arriving at the hospital at around 1:20, something like that, because we don't live actually far away from the hospital. It's 8 minutes drive. So we arrived there and they admitted me, and I was told to tell my husband to go home since he didn't have anything to do until if I started the contraction, so that he could join me in the delivery room. So Mateo went back home because there's also a lot of restrictions in the hospital due to COVID. Yeah, so they don't allow much people, like congestion in the hospital, unless if it's, an emergency thing. Yeah, so from there they started to monitorize my pregnancy, the contraction, but I didn't have any contractions. Can you imagine, guys? And my water broke midnight. So I had just to stay and wait. I waited until it was morning, which I was really so disappointed because I thought because my water had broke, I would just give birth immediately. Because on my previous video, guys, I told you I didn't want to get induced, and I also didn't want to do the epidural because I had done with my firstborn the epidural, and I will see some side effects while I was pregnant with our baby. I will still feel a lot of pain on my back. I don't know if it's because of the weight of the pregnancy or what, but it really affected me so much. So I didn't want to do the epidural with baby. So it arrived in the morning. I didn't have any contraction. I still had to wait, and the doctors, they told me if it passes 12 hours and I didn't have any contraction or the baby was not out, they'll be forced to induce me, since the baby cannot stay more than 12 hours without the amniotic fluid. He can get infection. So we waited, guys. We waited the whole until I had lunch in the hospital until 4 o'clock. Can you imagine? 4 o'clock. Now the doctor, they were checking me, they were monitoring me, and they were so sweet. I prayed to have female doctors around me, and that's what I got. So I was super grateful. Like, I feel so at ease when they are female, yeah, checking me. So thank God they were female. They were so good. I'll never forget them. My dog and my OB and some nurses, oh my God, they were so good and so kind and so generous. And like when I was with Leo, it was a disaster and I didn't understand the Italian language. Yeah, so this time I was actually free, happy. I could understand what they were telling me, you know. Yeah, so it was so easy for me. So it arrived at around 4. I didn't have contraction, and they told me, unfortunately, they had to induce me. I had no otherwise, guys, but to accept. So I got induced at 4. They inserted, I don't remember the name, anyway, on my vaginal, and they, you know, they told me it could stay even 24 hours inside. And unfortunately, guys, I went to the loo. After 10 minutes, they had put my, I think it was 9 minutes or 10, something like that. I went to the toilet to do the pee, and guys, guess what? It fell down immediately. So I called my dog. I told her, and she was a little bit, even if she didn't want to show me, but I could see some disappointment in her face. And she told me we have to put another one. But before she inserted me the other one, she told me, she checked me, and I had dilated 4 centimeters. And she was so happy. And immediately, guys, I started feeling the contraction. And now she told me, yeah, call your husband. So I wrote a message to my husband, and he immediately, after 10 minutes, he was already there. So I'm just quiet, I'm relaxed. Yeah. And we wait. Please, please, please come out today. Don't make me stay in the hospital the whole day. Don't make me, baby. Yeah, he found me on the delivery room. And then, guys, let me tell you, the contractions started and they were so aggressive. They were so wild. Guys, like, and then they were coming after seconds, after seconds. They were so wild. They were so painful. Gosh. So they were coming after, I think, seconds, not even minutes. It was so painful. I was crying. And then Mateo arrived and he was there to support me. He was massaging me. He was, you know, telling me on how to breathe in, how to breathe out when it was a moment. And it continued. I thought by 5, because I had been induced that for that, by 5 I would be having the baby. But nothing. Nothing at all. It arrived 5, nothing. Arrived 6, nothing. So I remember when it was 6, the contractions, they were so wild, guys. And they were coming like seconds. Within seconds. All the nurses were so good. They would be the doctor. And I was so happy because the same shift, they stayed with me all that period. So from when they came in the morning until when I gave birth, I was with the same people. So it was so good for me, and they were so kind, so sweet. They were telling me, yes, nurse, ce la fai, sei bravissima, you can do it, you know, you can do it, you can do it. And so it arrived around, yeah, it arrived 6. I still did, the baby was not there, had not come out, and the contraction was so wild. I would pinch Mateo, I would beat Mateo, I would do everything to Mateo. And Mateo was so sweet. He was like, do anything you want, don't worry to me, don't worry. Guys, I'm really sorry I couldn't take a video of our delivery. I felt so bad. I had the stand with me. I was the only woman that gave birth that day, 21st of January. He was the only baby that was born that day. Can you imagine? And also it was a Sunday. It was a good sign. Yeah, and I thank God for that. He was born on a Sunday. Yeah. And he was the only baby. So I had all the space for me. I had all the, can you imagine, all the word for me. All the word was for me. And guys, because of the pain and because of how things went so fast, I'm sorry I didn't record a video. But I'll just insert some of the clips while I was in the hospital. Yeah, so at round 6, when I saw now the contraction was so wild, the baby was not coming out. Guys, you can't believe what I asked for. Epidural, and I really didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it by all means, but the pain, You get me? If you're a woman and you've given birth, natural. So I asked, and they were like, no, nurse, no, Esther. They were calling me Esther. No, Esther, it's too late. It's too late for the epidural now. They checked me. I had dilated 8 centimeter, and they were like, no, are you feeling any kind of strange feeling, you know? And I was like, no. Then after a few minutes, I started now feeling like I'll do the poo. And when you start to feel this, the baby is coming, you know it. So I told them I was having, you know, I wanted to do the poo. They told me immediately to go on the bed. And I went. And I told them that I was ready to start pushing. They told me I had to arrive to 10 centimeters. But I was feeling, guys, I was really feeling the feeling that I really wanted to do the poo. And I was so ready because I couldn't bear the pain anymore. I preferred to push the baby and come out than bearing this pain. It was wild. So I went on top of the bed, and this bed, I loved it because it was not the same bed it was before when I gave birth to Leo. And, oh, my koala. My koala, you are sleeping. This baby laughs when I'm talking. Like whenever I sing or whenever I'm talking to a phone is when he sleeps. I think he laughs when I talk a lot and I shout a lot. Poor baby, he will get used. Yeah, so guys, and anyway, so I went on top of on the bed, and this bed was so nice. I'll insert a picture of how the bed was. Oh my! I just placed my leg, you know, both my legs, one on the left side and the other on the right, and then it had holders. And I just placed my hand and my legs, and oh gosh, I started pushing. I would feel the baby was almost coming. So whenever I would have the contraction, I would push. And believe me guys, I pushed the first one, nothing. The second, the third, I'll feel now the baby was, the head was in between. I don't want even to tell you where. So the pain was, oh my God, it was unbearable. I started crying. I would cry. I would shout. And I would tell them, no, Chilafacho, I can do it. Cut me. I was like, cut me so that the baby can come out. Cut me. And they were, no, you can do it. And then that, you know, when the baby is there, you feel like you're burning, fire is there. I don't want to scare mummies to be, especially when you're a first mom. I really don't want to scare any one of you. Yeah, I'm just telling you how it went. First, second, third. The fourth, the baby was out. I was so happy, like when he went out and they put me here to hold him. It was so sweet, you know, that moment. And then immediately the nurses, they made me to breastfeed him. And oh my God, it was so cute. And oh my God, I felt so happy. We were so happy with Mateo, and I was like, now it's over. The baby's here. Yeah, I thank God that we had a healthy baby. He's so healthy, as you can see. He's okay. I thank God for that. We prayed for that. Thank you for your prayers, guys. Because everything went so well, despite the fact that we had to stay. We were supposed to stay 3 days in the hospital, but unfortunately our baby had jaundice, so we had to stay more days. Actually, we stayed for 7 days in the hospital because they had to control him. And since we are in the winter, there is not much light, there's not much sun, I mean, so he had to be put under the light to be, yes, because for jaundice, it's treated with light. And also you need to breastfeed the baby as much as you can, so that when he does the poo, it will get out with the poo. Yeah. So yeah, I'm still on my recovery journey, but I can say I'm much better now than a week before. Last week, yeah, I was actually not able even to walk because of the pain. You get me? Now I can even walk. You can see. I can walk freely, I can carry the baby, we can go around. I'm super excited, I'm grateful to God. All this is because of God. Yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you, and see you on our next video. Much love. I'm really so excited, guys. We are finally going home after 7 days. After 7 days of being in the hospital, we are going home. I'm so excited. Are you happy, baby? You're going to meet your brother. I just can't wait to see Leo's reactions when he sees his brother. I had missed my husband, our big son. And now it's time. I just need to change up. I had taken the shower in the morning. I just need to change up. I take him to the nursery room so that he can be dressed up. And then we go home. We're waiting for my husband. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We are home. We are home. You cannot hug me first. Eh? Mettiamo in forno.
Buonasera.
Ma voi non vi eravate viste nude?
No, e noi quando ci siamo viste? Auguri.
Ciao amore. Tieni.
Ho trovato le cose antiche.
Ecco le cose.
Come? Are you happy, Baba? Ok.
Bellissima foto, Teresa.
Sì, ce l'ha mandata. Quella è bella, secondo me. A me fa
Bella
paura.
foto.